Therapy. Today I have my great friend, my wonderful peer, someone who's been with me ever since I started showing my artwork and has been super helpful ever since. My boy Sal Vargas.
Hey, what's going on, Jed? How's everything going, man?
Everything's perfect right now, man. I'm going through a period of transformation right now. And it's really awesome. Like sometimes, like whenever you're in a rut, it's really just preparing you for like the next season to come, And I feel like I'm in a season of expansion right now. I'm in a season of growth, and I'm just looking forward to whatever reality has in store for me next. You feel
Okay.
me? What about you, man? What kind of season do you feel like you're in right now?
Actually, it's been growth. I mean, exhibiting with you, you've seen it's been kind of an eye opener of how many possibilities we can do with just meeting other people and seeing what we can do is showing them our capabilities,
Yeah,
and just getting their feedback, and then meeting other artists like yourself is just it's just mind blowing.
it really is.
It makes me wanna, it's I don't know what to say. Sometimes it's just I'm a person that has a lot of energy.
Uh-huh.
So when I go to these kind of events, it's changed my life a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could say it's expanded quite a bit.
That's good, man. Honestly, I feel the most alive whenever I'm at one of these events, whether I'm showing or I don't know anybody there, including the artist, and I'm just like introduced to all this artwork. Like every single time I'm in the presence of artists is where I feel most alive. And I'm really happy that we've been building the network that we have. You know what I mean? Like I feel like artwork, well, the intention that I always had with my artwork was to build connections. Whether people connect with my artwork or connect with me personally, that was always the goal. And I'm almost surprised at how well I've accomplished it, man. Like literally, you're one of my best connections. Everybody I've met at Thrive Art District, shout out them. Every last Saturday of every month, you guys got to pull up. This fantastic artists, over 50 of them. Great food, great entertainers. You guys would really love it. But Thrive Art District and also a Rooftop Fam, shout out to them. Thanks for supporting me,
Oh
by
no
the
no
way.
no no. Rooftop Fan was actually that was a fun event. I
Yeah.
mean, hanging out with you up there, that was cool. That was dope.
Yeah, bro. So for those who don't know, there's this gentleman by the name of Dr. Funkenstein. He has these monthly rooftop parties in downtown Miami, and it's just the safest space for a whole bunch of artists to just pull up, meet each other, and just exhibit our artwork. He has really good connections to the graffiti community. He has really good connections to the graffiti community, and it's right across the street from that huge apartment building that was abandoned, and then like all the graffiti artists in Miami just decided to just tag it the hell up. It's fantastic. You guys should definitely check it out. But yeah, man, like seeing you come through, Shia, Alex, like everybody who came to support me, bro, like that really warmed my heart because showing your artwork in a space that you're not like, I don't know, like in any type of new space, it's always just like a huge like what if. It's like, what if everybody I know doesn't come? Oh, what if no one buys anything? Like what if this and that? But it's always worth it when it comes to connecting with new people. And like whenever someone you do know comes, it literally just like lights up your whole world. Like, yo, what's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah,
So again, thank you for that.
yeah. No, man, I totally agree with you. I mean, Thrive has been a lot of fun. It's one thing that you go out there, your first time you go out there, you think, all right, I'm going to go out there and try to sell as your first time being out there, and you think that's your goal. But as you start meeting other people and you start meeting other artists, you notice that the goal actually is meeting the people,
Right.
the networking. It's the different styles that you never thought you could do or accomplish,
Right.
and just having like-minded people that love to create, and it's a cool little community. So I've built a lot of friends, like you said, Dr. Funkenstein's little roof.
Yeah.
It's awesome going up there and seeing people that have been at Thrive. So that's actually really, really awesome. Tommy Roach was out
Tommy
there too.
Roach,
You
man.
Tommy Roach?
Yeah, I love Tommy Roach, man. He's a very far out individual, but his artwork is fantastic. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like as far as like pure talent, like he's definitely up there, especially at Thrive. Like I remember the first time I was at Thrive, just like setting up, and then seeing that huge wall that Tommy had, I was just blown away. And then like you see him, and he's just like, I love the experience of like seeing someone's artwork and then seeing them right next to it and just being able to talk to them. And that's the type of intimacy that like the events that we show at like have, and it really makes me happy.
Yeah, that's the other thing is all these little events. Everyone else gets to find out about other events, and everyone shares that
Yeah.
information. So no one's gatekeeping that information. So it's really cool to you know meet one person, and that person introduce you to another person that ended up introducing another person. So it's
Yeah.
from gallery to gallery. So
Yeah.
it's been pretty exciting, man. And just yourself. I mean, who would have thunk it that I'd be here sitting doing a podcast with Jed Lee when,
Yeah.
when back in the day when me and you were just setting up our stuff.
Yeah. And I was
We
just
didn't know how
mad
to set it
anxious.
up and
Yeah.
how do we put it straight and do we need a ladder and
Yeah. Honestly, bro, like you helped me out a lot with when it comes to setup too. Like I had to put on my big boy pants last time though, because we weren't in the same gallery anymore. So it's like I just had to like figure it out myself. But yeah, man, like you've been fantastic, like every single part of my career ever since I met you. So I'm really grateful that you're here right now. I'm really grateful to introduce you to my audience, and I'm just thrilled overall. So, if you could tell the audience a little bit about yourself. So, guys, if you guys don't know, this painting, the background is him. I don't know how to describe his artwork. Like, I want to say surreal because there's very much elements of like realism, but there's such a creative twist to it. So, how would you describe you and your artwork?
well, realistically, I tend to have a lot of different styles, or I have a very eclectic way of painting.
Yeah.
Depending on I guess what I'm trying to achieve. If it's a realistic or semi-realistic type of artwork, then I go ahead and study the lore of the person or something like that. Like this particular piece is part of a series of paintings that I'm doing for a particular gallery.
Yeah.
That this particular series of paintings with masks and everything is, but then I also have graffiti style, and then I
Yeah.
also have abstract style.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna make me paint differently. So
Yeah.
my mind has to be different for every one of these. Well, this particular one is Frida. Well, Frida is an iconic Mexican artist that she's a female artist that's been known for changing the way things are for her being herself, pretty much. On the left, pretty much shows her how she was. Her father was German, her mother was Mexican, and she actually had a very strict upbringing.
Oh.
And she was a little fancy and stuff like that. But she had a car accident. I mean, a bus accident. She crashed and
Oh, man.
and got really messed up. Was in the hospital for a long time.
Damn.
Had all different kind of surgeries and had to wear kind of corsets. And I mean, she was really messed up. And that time is where she actually started picking up art.
Really?
Yeah, she actually had her dad bring her some paints and some stuff, and she started showing her pain and trying to show it in art form. And that's kind of how what she's famous for is showing who she is.
Yeah.
But all the pain that she's been through with broken heart and just body pain and physical pain and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So this actually is her transition. It's a graffiti form. So I'm a graffiti artist, so that's why she has a spray paint mask.
Yeah.
She has her cans, and she puts a lipstick on there because she's already starting to change just a little bit. So the mask is indicative of all my characters. Kind of they use that a little different per character. She has a tattoo on her arm, which is of one of her paintings, which is her face of a deer with arrows and stuff like that. I put my name on her knuckles. It says KLAS on there.
Yeah.
Then actually on the right, I got a little dog down here that's actually her style. It's from one of her paintings. And so I put him in the background, like looking at us. And this whole blue thing is called a Casa Azul,
Casa
which is
Azul.
actually where she lived in Mexico, and it's kind of a museum now.
Really?
So yeah, so it's kind of how I tied it in with that. And then way on top up there, there's her little bird. It's a parrot. And besides the parrot, then all the flowers on her head. Those are actually her favorite flowers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is actually a collaborative piece. My wife actually helped me collaborate this.
Nice.
Yeah, so we actually picked all the flowers together, set them up, see how it is, and then put together the whole design. And then the hardest part was actually painting her face. This is acrylic paint. I use golden fluid paint mostly in my transitions. I try to make them as soft as possible, but everyone knows acrylic dries fast.
Very fast.
So just a lot of layers and a lot of fun. And then also this is a wraparound canvas, so I try to show the edges.
Yeah.
And to try to show that you can see the image from all different sides.
Yeah, I really do love wraparound canvases. It gives like an extra depth whenever you see the piece in person. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yes.
painting borders is one of my favorite like finishing touches to do. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Me too, because it's that little extra touch, and it's like that the person knows that you put that extra effort into
Yeah.
it. Because even the bottom of it that you probably would not see, or the top of it if you hang it up,
Yeah.
you see the detail. It's
That's
there.
fire. That's fire. And it's like you don't even really need to frame it at that point because it adds so much more to just have it the way it is. I love that, man. That's really good, and I love how well researched of an artist you are. Like all these tiny references to the history of Frida. That's really impressive. Like any art director or curator would be very like pleased to see this type of piece, man. That's fire.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That's fire.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I think you have to do them justice. I think you should research them a little bit, and and try to wrap your head around what they went through.
Yeah.
And see how you can participate a little bit and put
Yeah.
your name with her name.
Yeah, for sure. Like showing respect to your predecessors as artists is a really important thing. It's like it's kind of the opposite of those who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it. It's like those who learn from our predecessors are destined to surpass them, or at least like I don't know, like find inspiration within that. You know what I mean? Like one of my inspirations is Takashi Murakami. He made the cover art for Graduation. He designed the Murakami flower and a whole bunch of different things. And what I like most about him with like his detailed paintings is just how much care and attention to detail he put. Like these are completely abstract concepts, but he's making stuff for the people that are taking that extra 20, 30, 40 seconds. Like he really allows you to get lost in his artwork, and I wanted to achieve the same effect. And I feel like I'm doing it pretty well, not to toot my own horn a little bit, but that's what I live for. What for me, the fact that I'm an emerging artist, even when I'm established, like the fact that anybody is taking the time to look at my artwork and really show it love means a lot to me. So I want to make every single second worth it. Like every single second that you look at my painting, you find something new to appreciate. And I think I'm going to move in the direction of not even naming or describing my paintings. Like I think I kind of just want to just let it be. It's like, okay, boom, this is an Uzumaki. I'm not going to tell you what I think. I'm not going to tell you my journey. I don't want to influence your perception of it at all. And that's what I like about abstract artwork as well, because anybody can look at it and perceive something completely different. Like people see stuff in my paintings that I didn't intend all the time. And it really makes me appreciate my artwork more, and it gives me more ideas to like lean into in the future. It's like, oh, I subconsciously made you think of this. Let me lean into it more. And that's like a whole new element of like what I'm doing. So I think that's the next step of my career, just kind of just becoming even more free and like what I allow myself to do and how I allow myself to express. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I mean, one thing I do want to say, Jed, about your art style is that a lot of artists spend their career, their art life, looking for a style, and that's one thing that's impressed me of you being such a young person, and myself being an old geezer, I guess, compared to yourself. That you kind of found your art style at a good age, and you have the consistency. I can see. I've noticed that from your first piece that I saw you hanging up back then to now, that the difference, the evolution of them. You're right. Not naming them, I get it, because it's a pretty confusing looking piece of stuff. I mean, I look at it and I get my look at it. You flip it around, you get a different thing. So
Yeah.
it's a very cool style, man. And I
What do
applaud
you
for
see in
having
it? What do you see in it?
What do I see in it?
Yeah, we can get a closer look at
Yeah.
it now. Like, I want to know what you see, because everybody gives me a completely different answer.
Yeah, well, the first thing I said is I know we've talked about a collaboration at one time. So first thing I said, it looks to me like a square record.
Yeah.
So like if you got a record and you just made it square. So that's kind of what it looks like to me.
Okay.
And then all the other stuff is like someone got the record and just tagged it up. That's kind of the quick way, I guess, of the quick down and dirty way. But if you look at it, then you start really noticing that there's a giant thing right here,
Yeah.
circle, and that actually, even the colors around it gives you form of not just the circle, but the color difference of your greens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Funny enough, like green is actually one of my worst colors to see. For those of you
Yeah,
guys
no,
who
it's
don't know, like I am colorblind as hell. Like I don't see it in black and white, but some colors are very, very difficult for me to distinguish. And I'm red-green colorblind specifically. So me trying to work on this gradient was incredibly hard to the point where like this whole solid circle thing, this was improvised to like cover my tracks. But that's the fun thing about making my artwork. Like I always go into it with a plan and then it never goes according to plan. And I feel like that's very reminiscent of life. You know what I mean? Like you plan for things to go this way and then you get a curveball. There's so many twists and turns that you have to account for. And then life just looks at you and it's like, okay, are you going to allow this to derail you entirely? Or are you going to pivot and improvise and make it part of the masterpiece? So yeah, like with every single painting, like I learn a lot about myself and about the world around me. And I think that's the only thing I should focus on right now. Like rather than like, oh, am I gonna get into a gallery? Oh, am I gonna be in Art Basel? Oh, does this art director like me? Like everything will come in time. You feel me? Like I just gotta focus on me and what I can control.
Yeah, one thing about your happy accident there is what it is. It's a
Yeah.
happy accident. Funny thing is, if you didn't do that accident, it wouldn't look the way it looked right now.
Exactly.
So things happen for a reason. So that's
Thank you.
shit happens.
Shout out Bob Ross, man. I thrive to be a Broward County Bob Ross and do things in his honor, man, because I don't know, he's just a therapeutic dude. You feel me? He makes the hard stuff easy. He's very calming. Like I really want art therapy to kind of emulate him in a way, for sure. But while we're standing, I think we should start to work on this collaborative
Well,
piece.
let me say something real quick if I can.
For sure, for
You,
sure.
talk about calming stuff.
Yeah.
Before I met you, Jed, my daughter met you.
Yeah.
And she said, Dad, you got to go talk to that artist. He has such a cool voice, and he's so mellow. And you got to hear how he talks to people, how he explains his piece.
Aw.
And that's one thing that besides a good artist and stuff like that, you do describe and you do have a good communication with people.
Thank you.
And you do describe your art and you do they look like they felt something after they looked at your stuff and they spoke to you. So that's one thing I did want to tell you.
Thank you, man.
You know.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, man.
Dude, like I'm just happy to be around, honestly. And no matter what phase of career I'm in, like it'll always be about the people that I connect with. So I'm really glad
journey,
that
though.
we're
The
forming
journey.
this connection, bro. It's the journey that matters, bro. And that's what like a lot of artists kind of like get lost in the plot in, just like wanting to achieve, wanting to be recognized. And it's like, it's about the present moment first and foremost. Like the past has already happened. The future can be so many different possibilities, but only one will be true, and it's defined by the present moment.
Look what we're doing, man. We're doing a podcast on your stuff right now, me and you.
Appreciate it, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
For sure. So yeah, man.
What are we doing here?
We are gonna work on this piece right here. So I recently learned how to spray paint, guys. I shout out to the graffiti community of Miami. You guys are super dope, super welcoming. I go to Montana Spray Paint Shop. So now the hardest part of my painting is about to come a lot easier with the power of water-based spray paint. I prefer water-based spray paint more than anything just because it doesn't suffocate you to death. Guys, check this out. Yeah. Literally, like all that awful chemical smell that you get from spray paint, this has absolutely none of it. It dries a little bit slower, but it's completely worth it. And like if you make a mistake, it's very easy to cover up. So while I'm doing this, Sal, let the people know about what you're going to be doing during Art Basel.
Well, what I'm going to be doing during Art Basel? Well, first time in Art Basel is I'm going to be showing a couple pieces. So I'm taking my Frida here. She's coming with me. And then Frida's actually number 2 of the series of paints that I'm doing. I'm doing 4 for now. The first one is actually Salvador Dali, painting Salvador Dali. So that one's actually, that's the first one. This is the second one. And then I already have the prime canvas for the third one. I don't know if I should say what it is, but, you know, it's my next one, you know. So what I'm going to be displaying there is going to be actually, so Dali Frida, and then an abstract painting of mine. I'm going to be exhibiting with Diana Sanchez, and she has a spot for me, and hopefully we're trying to see if I can get you on that. I know. It's been, you know.
You know, I'm a firm believer of whatever is supposed to happen will happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a believer in forcing things. You know,
Yeah.
like I'd love to be part of Spectrum, Red Dot. I'd love to be part of that, genuinely.
Yeah.
But it needs to feel right. It needs to feel natural. You know? And it's like, here's the thing about Art Basel that like non-artists don't really know. It's really expensive, guys, to show your artwork.
Yeah, it is. It is
It's
expensive.
genuinely expensive as hell. And it's like, it always feels worth it as far as like the networking aspect, but like this stuff adds up. And like, as far as like who I decide to work with, I just need to make sure that there's a solid stream of communication.
Yeah.
Because what is a collaboration without communication? How can
Yeah.
I work with you if I can't communicate with you? So, you know, whether I go to Red Dot or not, whether I just go to one event, whether I just show at one of Dr. Funkenstein's things that he's doing at Art Basel, or if I'm just rolling with graffiti crews, like I don't care as long as it feels right in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
Like last year I was walking around in Art Basel and I told myself, man, this is the last time I do Art Basel, I'm just a spectator,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I need to be doing something. And I'm not really rigid as far as what that something is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I just let things come how they come. And if it aligns that I go to Spectrum, then I'll go to Spectrum. If it aligns that I'm rolling with graffiti crews and learning from them hands-on during Art Basel, I think that's pretty damn cool too.
There you go.
We'll just find out. But you already know I'm going to pull up and support you at Red Dot if I'm not there. And just really soak it all in. Because Red Dot Miami is full to the brim with talent. Like, if you guys don't know what you're doing during Art Basel, you guys don't have a set plan, you guys should definitely check out Spectrum. 100%. Super fun stuff.
Well, we still got time. Yeah. We still got some time.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Don't
For
worry
sure.
about Well, I'm not gonna say don't worry about it because you know how things go.
Yeah. So you're at Spectrum Red Dot Miami all week.
Yeah, it's going to be December 4th through the 8th. I'm waiting to get all the information so I can actually post it on Insta and forward it and all that good stuff. But no, I'm excited. I already actually put in for vacation time and everything.
Fire.
So yeah, my wife's coming down, you know, and trying to make a week out of it.
That's fire. Honestly, I got to figure out my work situation too when it comes to artistry. That's the part of artistry they
COVID
don't
that
tell
week.
you. Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. I don't like being a liar, man.
No,
'cause
I
it
know, I know.
always comes back to bite you. Like
Yeah.
I feel really disgusting
No,
after
no.
I lie to someone, especially when I get away with it. Like
Especially
I
when you get away with
I
it.
can't do it, bro.
So you'd rather get caught. It'll get you feel
I'd
better.
rather get caught because it forces me to just be clean for the moment, bro. I damaged our trust, of course. But
Yeah.
At least like we're on the same page now.
Well, you got to put it out there, man. That's what you got to do. You know what? I'm a firm believer. Manifest and karma.
Yeah.
So you put it out there that you're gonna get it, it's gonna come. That's how it goes. Positivity wins anything, bro. No matter what.
Fire, bro. What have you been manifesting recently?
Well, a few things. I mean, well, my whole thing was just getting into a gallery was my main thing, and meeting people. And look, I'm here on a podcast with you.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, two guys that started Thrive at the same time, and you know, this is like super exciting just to be here, you know, and share this moment with you and stuff like that. It's really pretty dope.
Fire.
But as far as what I'm doing is, again, I got a couple series of these things. I've had a couple of events that I've actually skipped out on because, you know, it's like invest a little bit of money on some of these events or stay home and paint.
Right.
So I've been trying to commit more to painting and really dedicating more time on that, you know, honing the craft and try to get into that a little bit more. You know?
Yeah, for sure. As artists, it's really important for us to be patient with like how we go about things, you know, like one thing that I really liked about showing my artwork at Thrive is the fact that it really put a fire under my butt to just keep on painting and be consistent.
Yeah.
Because like if people are pulling up every
Finger.
single month
Yeah.
and it's like they're bringing their friends like, oh, check out this artist. Like I want something brand spanking new for that recurring enjoyer to look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every single person who likes my artwork means a lot to me. And I want to make sure that's felt. But there was a time, like I remember I took a month break from Thrive just because I'm like this is all the same stuff. I needed to take a mental break real quick just to like kind realign myself. I don't really believe in like forcing myself to create.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's kind of supposed to be like my therapeutic zone. Like this is
Yeah.
my safe space, man. So it's like if I feel like I'm doing it because I have to, I'm not gonna like it, and my artwork might still come out good to other people. It'll suck to
Yeah.
me. Like I will
Yeah.
hate that painting until the day I die. So like it's really important for us artists to really just pace ourselves as far as like how much we create and why. Like if you're not feeling right,
Can I give you some tips if you don't mind?
what's up?
Put a little more further distance from your can.
Oh,
Get too
okay.
close to it.
Right.
That's why you're getting so much.
Like the
yeah, there you go,
bubbles?
Yeah.
I
Like that,
forgot.
you'll get less drips.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, check that.
Let the people see.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure.
There you go.
Nice, bro. Thank you.
thank you.
I'm literally just now learning.
Just go all the way, just go all the way across, and then keep going across.
Okay.
There you go, bam.
Thank you.
Cover it up. Just find your areas that you're missing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pro tips with
There you go.
Sal. Dude, we gotta go tagging one day.
Painting, you mean?
Sure.
With permission?
With permission. Legal permission.
Yeah, tagging. I remember that. Put your name and tagging. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Don't commit crimes, guys. We're making legal artwork.
If you want to put tagging, you can put tagging on some merch.
on some merch, yeah. Don't get locked up, guys. But I actually heard that there's an unspoken rule that it's not a crime unless you get caught.
Well, Winwood. I mean, Winwood is actually says, "Hey, come and paint."
Right. It's a come and paint. There's like unspoken rules. One of the rules within the graffiti community is unless you're about to paint something better, do not tag over what I just did. Don't tag on my mural unless it's about to be amazing. Rule number one.
Yeah.
Rule number two,
Better and
the
better.
police are not going to stop you unless they catch you in the act. Like you can record it, you can do whatever the hell you want. Just don't get caught. Have a lookout or something. Figure it out. So that's rule number two. And rule number three is like have fun. Know what you're doing. Practice. You don't always have to practice like on the first wall you see, guys. Like you can really just practice on a piece of plywood.
There you go.
How's that looking? How's that blend looking?
See how smooth it is?
Yeah.
You can get a little closer, but yeah. There you go. See?
I've
And
been-
then now you can. That's how you can always gradient into other colors. So you can always gradient softly into other colors. and
Yeah.
vice versa.
This is fun. So guys, I've only been spray painting for like 2 weeks.
Not bad for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I've always wanted to spray paint, but no one told me that like the can and the tips that you're using
shake
really
them more
matter.
and- yeah.
Because like I used to use those stock cans that I get from Michael's, man. Those things suck. Balls. Those things are terrible,
Yeah,
man.
depends on the brand. Yeah. Some of them very watery paints. They'll just drip everywhere.
They just drip
just
or
shake the
it,
crap
or
out
it
of
just blasts all over the wall.
Yeah.
There's no
Too much
control.
pressure.
It's way too much, man. And I just wish I found out sooner, but we figured things out at the time that we need to.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling. I'm chilling for the most part. But yeah, man, I used to struggle a lot. Ooh, this tip is crazy.
Yeah, remember, get you some distance. There you go.
This tip is kind of crazy.
And also remember, if you can pass it a little bit, so you don't stop and glob yourself on the edges. You know,
Oh, no.
So, once you get on your table, but.
Oh man, damn. It comes out easier because it's like
Okay.
water based.
It's water-based, all right.
Yeah.
But again, if you pass it like that, you don't leave, because if you always stop in the same area, you can leave yourself some globs and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
So yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh, and you pick the colors, yeah. Yellow, orange, and there you go.
Yeah, bro.
Colors are good. They're good colors.
Thank you. I'm having fun with this a lot.
Yeah, see, one thing that this whole art experience has done for me, besides just the whole art thing, is actually changed philosophies and stuff like that. Because like you're like a mellow dude, and the way you talk and stuff like that has me change a little bit on the way you kind of think.
Aw.
Then I met other guys. Tommy's a little crazy, and then he has a whole different style of painting, and you learn from that.
Yeah.
And then same thing with other artists. So it's been a lot of fun. And then the people you meet, had family come out, which was pretty cool.
It's always fun to meet the families and like talking to them about the artists and like getting more context on them. I remember like Tommy's family came through and it was really fun talking to them because they literally know how he is, bro. Tommy is one of one and he should never change.
Yeah.
That guy is so unique. You guys should check out Tommy Roach on Instagram. That guy, he's a fantastic artist, legit. You guys would love his stuff. But yeah, like every artist kind of has a very distinct personality and also like getting used to that. Like all the galleries kind of have their own distinct tastes too. Like the more you guys visit the different galleries, like Mindy Solomon Gallery, that's a really cool gallery. You guys should check that out. And you can really kind of get to know their preferences through like the stuff that they have in their gallery. Like I can tell that Mindy Solomon is really big on textures. So if you want to get her attention as a artist, you should dabble with that. And even if you don't like get her attention specifically, like being able to like experiment and like tune your tastes a little bit is important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and also like being an artist it's all about experimenting. You really can't be afraid of anything. You really can't be afraid of making mistakes because the more you're afraid of making mistakes, the more likely you are to make a mistake. Learn it from me. I've been making mistakes for like 3 years solid now. It's going pretty well. I'm having fun. And it's supposed to be fun, guys.
Yeah, but your mistakes are getting better, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. You're
I
improving on your
love my
mistakes.
mistakes. Well, in the moment, I love my mistakes, but it develops.
No,
over
I'm just
time.
kidding. No, what I mean is the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the first painting that you did to this one, I mean, you could see, the differences,
Yeah.
the evolution of it,
Exactly.
on just on how you prepare it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, and that's another thing. Just art styles that you learn from other people, just little tips and techniques.
Right.
It's been pretty fire and just learning on what to add and if you use a stencil or not or like oil paint. I want to do oil paint,
I want to do oil
but
paint.
it dries too slow.
I'm okay. Like I know I'm about to contradict myself right now. I'm intimidated by oil painting. I
Why
don't,
that?
dude. It's just too much, man. It dries too slow.
Yeah.
You can do one thing and it kind of ruins the whole painting.
Well, yes and no. You know what it is? I think is because of that. Since we haven't done it, that's the first thing. So we got to get out of our head.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it drying slower is that you can push and pull the ink. What happens are the paint. When I'm trying to blend a nose, for example, right? And I got two colors. If they dry too fast, it looks, you can see the difference. But if it takes 2 days to dry, then I could really blend the crap out of it.
You're right.
You know.
You got a point.
So I guess it's just learning it. I got to try it, but I just know myself. I got no patience for it.
Everybody sees my artwork and they're like,
Takes
man.
6 months to dry. I don't know about that.
Yeah, everyone sees my art and they're like, oh man, you must have so much patience. People, I'm gaining patience when I'm painting like this. I usually have none.
Yeah.
It's all a learning experience. You want to get in on this, man?
Huh?
Wanna get
Yeah.
on
What do
this?
you want to do?
What do you want to do?
What do I wanna do?
Because I've literally just been like putting colors on this, and I know this is gonna be the background to the painting, but I didn't ask like what you feel like your philosophy for it is. Like, what kind of image do you want to like put on it? Do you like how do you want it to gradient? Because it's like we picked these 3 colors and then green,
Right.
right? So I'm feeling like a natural like sunset type of vibe, but
Right.
like at the same time I'm really just kind of like putting on layers for us to like be able to play
Right,
with
right,
after.
right.
But I want to know like what your vision is for this piece.
Well, the cool thing about painting this is, remember, you can always flip them upside down and turn them around to get different things. But one other thing you could do is, by using the can and flipping it around, you can get yourself some different effects. If you like I said,
Demonstrate. Show the people.
Well, exactly. Like for example, what do you want to do? You want to put another yellow here? Well, this is pink, right?
I've been making so many decisions on this. It's your turn.
Yeah. So I mean, we could definitely paint like this, blend them, or we can actually go underneath and go like this and do different,
Oh, that's cool.
you could do like that. So you could paint a couple different,
Absolutely.
and then in it, then you can actually blend in other colors in here. So here you can actually do this kind of stuff like that. So just by
Yo, that's fire.
changing the direction of it. So I'm painting downward. I'm keeping my line straight just by changing the direction. It's called can control. So I can just change this like this and give myself some. And I give myself nice crisp lines within your fade.
Bro.
And then now it just fade in here and give me a nice crisp line.
Yeah.
And then I can fade that.
Can control.
Yeah. So then here I can just.
Yo, that's fire. Keep going.
See, so once you start adding that, then you can just go out here. And then you add that.
Yo, he's cooking right now.
I like that and get another color.
That's clean. Yeah, let's get another color.
Or
in
give
here.
yourself whenever you want flow. I mean, you can change the tip. I mean, I like having more than one tip on it because like that I can just go ahead and just go back in between both of them like that. I want to cut
Right.
right here, just clean it up.
That's clean.
So yeah.
You know what's crazy? I did not know that you had a graffiti background, man. I feel like you've mentioned it, and I just completely forgot. And now I'm seeing it
Well,
first.
just so you can know, but KLAS comes from KLAS from DFC. It's a crew from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
So one of the oldest crews that's been around.
Fire.
So I have tagged, I've done my share pieces. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I know my way around a can here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I said I could do fades. I can, like that. You can add a bunch of stuff, and then you can add again. I would keep them like that just to give you your own flow.
Yeah.
Change it here, and then go back to your little yellow again, and just
Yeah,
soften
keep
it up like
cooking,
you're
bro.
doing.
Yeah.
Like that. Since you have a little yellow here, you can.
That's fire.
You see what I mean? So you can just lighten it up.
Yeah.
You see how you give yourself different. And then once you have that, then you can actually put in a little bit of pink in there. Again, we can go. The good thing about paint is, Jed. The good thing about paint is if you're going to learn to paint with it, the thing is you should not be afraid of. Is the biggest secret is paint covers paint.
Paint covers paint.
Paint covers paint. So
Yeah.
black covers white, white covers black. Does not matter. So if you don't like something, just go over it.
Okay.
That's the best thing. I mean, I've gone out there and I've painted a wall 4 hours and it looks ugly. I paint all over again. Start from scratch.
Yeah.
So feel free. I don't want to mess up the way you had it because you had a cool little what do you call it? Let me clean that tip here. See on my shirt. You want to take it up to your pet and make it nice and.
That's so clean.
So see, it depends what you want to do. So you see how little stippling you want to do. So if you want to do little lines,
Yeah.
you get closer.
This would be so fun to paint on when it dries. Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah. Well, see, you know what I like about doing this in your style is just following this whole purple, painting in one color.
Yeah.
Following this yellow and just painting in one thing. Doing your whole little thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think is gonna be fucking fire.
That's
I mean,
gonna be
it's just,
fire.
and that's one thing. So once you already have that, so again, we can soften it up in certain areas, like here. Just so you don't see such a hard line if
This
you
is
want
so
to.
clean. Yeah.
You know. So you can make them soft, or you can make them however you like.
Wow.
And then you can add a little bit of yellow.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah.
I like how I can see you like prepare, like how you're going to approach it. You know what I mean? Like you getting like your motions ready before you even start to spray. I think that's really interesting.
Well, that's one thing that some of my buddies have taught me is sometimes you use your whole arm, just your wrists, but you can practice the motion. If you want to do just a straight line, you can just, practice the motion yourself.
Yeah.
So, like right now, I'm just playing with this right here. Then you can actually add a little pink in here, just softening. I think I'm kind of colorblind here. I don't know, that
That's
yellow
so
looks kind
clean.
of.
So I gotta learn from you, man. This is crazy. This is legitimately crazy. I'm blown away.
Yeah, I mean, totally, man. Whenever you want to paint, I mean, I really like painting. I don't do a lot of graffiti. I mean, at home, I used to paint on the back of my wall, but my wife stopped me from doing that. So
Yeah, she's pissed.
she doesn't like the mess. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is kind of it. I mean, here, give it a try. So now again,
for sure.
so again, the way it works is if you go straight, if you go straight, you're gonna give yourself, a dot,
Yeah.
right? A dot. But if you go upward, you go upward, you go
Okay.
downwards. So as you twist
So-
your thing,
So manipulating like
yeah,
the
so don't-
direction of the spray.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. So if you start this way, it's gonna shoot upwards.
Okay. So if I'm like,
Exactly.
okay.
And then when you're cutting yourself and giving yourself a nice clean line. Yeah.
Yo, this is
Yeah.
kind of
Okay. The thing is, if you're upside down, you're gonna waste. So you have
Yeah.
to shake it, right? And once you fill it up, see, so you don't want to. I don't go all the way upside down. I go sideways like this.
Okay.
See. See. So I'm just twisting it just ever so slightly.
Okay.
So give that a try. Yeah, twist a little bit less like this. Look.
Like this?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, and go slow. Go slow. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, your paint's gonna and try if you want. Try with the yellow.
Sure, so I can see it better.
Yeah. Look.
Fire.
Try that.
Okay.
Slowly, just go slow. Take your time.
Art tutorial on art therapy, y'all.
Right there.
Okay. Oh, I see
See
it.
it? You see it?
I see
the
it.
difference?
Yeah.
And then just back up and just do smaller spurts. There you go. And then do another color inside that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Again, this is just. I mean, this is us just messing with the paint. And remember, paint covers paint.
Right.
So then we can fade that nice color back into. Because I know you had a beautiful fade down there. I was just.
It's cool. Like, I'm not married to any version of this painting just yet.
No, we're gonna fade it back in. I just wanted to show you a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Because you got some
Okay.
cool fires. So the other thing is, since you got some big tips,
Pause.
you might want to. You have orange, right?
Yeah.
So let me see here. You see any tips yet? Yeah, I actually have a. This
I have a
orange?
couple more, like, in the box that I have. Let me go get them.
Actually, I think this should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have brought. I think about bringing tips. Here. Do you want to go back? I mean, because we're gonna. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, these are fine. I mean, you got your three basic colors right here. If you want, with these three basic colors, you can kind of do it. This is actually pretty cool paint. And you're right, I don't smell nothing, man. It's awesome. It is awesome.
Listen. Shout out to Montana, the Montana store for the water-based spray paint. You guys definitely got to try it out. Like, it's very beginner friendly, and it's very friendly to the lungs.
Yeah.
That's clean, man. Thank you. I'm learning from him right now. Okay, so
Yeah, so again, just ever so softly, and just remember, just if you want to look, if you want to try a different color, but just pick it and just yeah, exactly, you'll see it. Yeah, go slower and find a different color. Yeah. There you go. See the difference?
yeah,
There you go. That's can control.
can control.
There you go.
Clean. This is gonna come in handy.
Yeah. Yeah, when you do the splurt, that's the thing. When you do the spots, you gotta. It's easier to just either do it softly from the side, or
Yeah.
because if you do it like that, then you gotta be either closer. If you're too far, then it'll give you a big circle.
Right.
See, now the only thing is you want to do like these little clean things. So just clean that up. Put a little overspray here, and you clean up that little orange.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Actually,
Same
I'm
soft
gonna
way. You got it. You're doing the same way, bro.
The same way.
There you go. Look at that. See that? Looks like a flare.
That's so clean. Wow.
Yeah. And now just add a little bit of that purple in there, or
Yeah.
that's purple or pink.
I'm colorblind, man. I don't know.
Yeah, because
I don't know what that
Or
is.
did you have a different color? Because we have. Because this is.
It looks pink.
right?
Yeah.
But this one looks pink. That
Yeah.
looks purple, doesn't it? Yeah, because this looks different than this.
Are you sure?
That looks purple. This looks pink.
No, bro. That's the same can.
No, it is the same can, but they
looks
they look
different.
different.
I will say the purple's defense that
Yeah,
the lighting.
for the lighting.
The lighting.
Yeah.
Because to me that looks purple compared to this. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like I'm saying. I'm looking here. I'm like, where's the purple? Say again?
Yeah.
It looks like purple, right?
I know pink, trust me.
Okay. No, I know pink. I know pink too, but to me that's a purple.
Yeah.
That's like a lilac or a.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like the bottom layer could just use like some more pink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially with like the super like drippy area.
Yeah. Let me finish this right here.
Clean.
You want to do it?
All right. Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. I know how to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, man. You got to practice it.
For sure. All right.
And the cool part is we get to cover all this stuff. Remember, slow. Go. Take your time. Go slow. Go slow.
My
I
fault,
mean, you
my
don't have to
fault,
go
my
so
fault.
fast. And just press the tip slower. There you go. There you go. See how? See the difference? And you can get closer or farther depending on what the kind of line quality you're looking for. The closer you get, the sharper. The further, the blurrier. There you go.
I like the goopy consistency is really interesting. I wonder how it'll dry.
Well,
know-
what consistency you looking for?
I mean, it's interesting that it's droopy, and then like we'll play it into
Yeah, 'cause
like
you can
the
control it
case.
if you want to.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
like
gonna
here,
take
if you
some
want, we
practice.
can put a little more like pink here if you want. Just like oops.
I kind of like how it is right there.
Okay. All right. You
But,
want to lighten any of these lines, or you like them a little hard like that? Because you can line it with either purple or yellow.
I'm gonna line it with yellow.
Okay. I agree.
I don't want the line to be too hard there. I kind of like how it's fading
Try
right now.
to put your finger further back on the right there. Now
Yeah.
try it.
Cool.
Yeah, because you'll have a little different hold on how much.
Yeah, this is what I like. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to like have like some soft finishes.
Yeah,
And that's what they taught me how to do over at like Montana, just like have like real soft finishes on
Yeah. Yeah.
things. So like they said that the farther away that it is,
Better.
like the more like it can just kind of like naturally gradient
Yeah.
into things. Okay, fire. All right, your turn.
So you want to grade at the bottom?
Yeah.
All purple down here, or you want some orange here, or just all purple?
You make the choice.
Make your choice. Since we have no yellow here, so. The top is freaking fire.
Oh. This is coming out crazy, man. Is that orange? Getting like a soft finish on there. Mm-hmm.
Basically, so I spray and just run it.
Okay, so just okay. Nice.
If you want to just throw like a little, you can just throw like a little.
You do that.
I mean, yeah, you can, like if you want to throw something here, you can just like.
Okay, let me stop
just-
being
yeah,
scared of this stuff.
Oh, don't be scared, dude. You got this.
You're right, you're right,
You
you're
totally
right.
got this.
Let me stop being
Just
scared.
ever so lightly. Just yeah, exactly. And don't overdo it. Just you did it once. That's it.
Okay.
Do it like once there and forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just go. Whoosh, and that's
Okay.
it. Ah, shit. That's it.
It's okay. Ah.
Go ahead. Slow. There you go. See, that's perfect. That's perfect orange.
that's perfect.
Yeah. So like, if you want, just do again. Don't take your time. Like, look, let's do like a soft right here. Just go, whoosh, and just go
Okay.
slow. I keep
Okay.
fucking touching it. Dude, you went too fast, dude. Take your time. Look.
Okay.
Look.
Okay,
Look.
okay.
Look
Okay.
how slow. Look.
Okay,
Look
okay,
how
okay.
slow. Or actually.
I thought you told me just.
Oh, actually, no, you're right. You're right. It's in my head. It's different than how I'm showing you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. It's kind of hard to explain it, dude.
Okay.
All right, try it again. Try it again. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. But think of where you're going exactly. Think of where your hand's gonna go. There you go.
Okay.
Think of where your hand's gonna go. There you go. And again, exactly. But remember, just once you did it one time, it covers pretty good. The only time you go over it again is if you see a blotch of missing color.
Okay.
But one spray, it should be enough. One and done.
Okay. Awesome.
One and done.
What do we want to add to this bottom corner here? Because I feel like after that we can just kind of let it dry.
Okay.
Hold on. This part's being interesting. What do you think? Yellow?
Yeah. Yeah, with a little yellow just to lighten it up.
Yeah.
Just lightly. And again, you can spray it. Look. I'm going to try to show it to you again. And, okay, actually, let's do this. Right
Okay,
here. Watch.
okay.
Look how cool this is. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch this. So, and I'm going to plan this. I'm going to go from right here this way. I'm going to try to go like this.
Okay.
From right here. This is kind of where I'm at. So,
Okay.
so I can visualize it this way, or I can go backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to go backwards. So I'm gonna you get it ready. See, if I went up a little bit, I can kind of. I don't want to go here no more because I found to fix it, so I want to kind of fix here.
Yeah. Clean. Expert work.
Oop. See, see when I did that, then I can actually go back to my little orange.
Uh-huh.
And you can kind of fix that. So again, if I fix one, go back to here. Go back to there. Don't mess with the orange. Just go back to the orange. Forget about the yellow. The yellow came out pretty nice.
Yeah.
You know. So same thing here. If there's a curve, I can just soften it up. It's not too hard. See it? Or not too fast. Certain colors, for some reason, spray better than others.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm gonna try it because like a part of me wants to like have this part of yellow just kind of like cut through.
Okay, how do you want to cut it
but
through?
I also
plan it.
But I also love how like firm this line is here. So I actually don't want to do that.
Okay.
But I wanted like the yellow here.
Would you want it in a cardboard trick?
Like what?
Okay, if it dries, the biggest no-no, or one of the biggest no-nos, a lot of people don't like it, is using cardboard.
Why?
So they call it the cardboard trick because you want a straight line, graffiti is you want to use your hand,
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
show
yeah.
skill and all that. But the cardboard trick is pretty much you get a piece of. Everyone says they don't use it or they don't show it. They just cut out, edit out the video. So cut this off. Yeah, so they pretty much cut off a piece of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want a straight line, you can. Again, this was actually not too straight because normally pretty good. And now use this. Now I have a straight edge, so I can.
Okay. Okay.
So a lot of people don't like doing that.
Show the people, man.
Okay. A lot of people, the cardboard trick is always a. So where do you want? You want to line somewhere, or what do you want to do?
So I actually kind of use this trick like
Yeah.
with like a card.
Yeah.
Because I was
A card,
working. Yeah, like any type of flat surface.
Yeah.
So.
Just rip it off the box, but yeah,
Yeah.
everyone hides it, but they freaking use it.
Yeah. Why not though? You feel me?
That's what I'm the person. If I use it, I'm gonna
Yeah.
show you I'm gonna use it. I'm not
Right.
gonna edit on my video. I'm not gonna turn off my camera.
Right. Okay.
Because sometimes what happens is sometimes you just made a lot of hard work and you need a little detail. You can tape it. You can do something. So it's a big thing. You shouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
a lot of people freaking. Do
Okay. Let me put this down real quick. Hold my mic, please, brother.
it. I got you. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Again. Okay. So. What do you want to do? Do you want to? Depends where your straight edge is.
I kind of just want to add like a little extra detail. I don't like how abruptly like the
Right.
yellow gets overwhelmed. So what I'm
Right,
gonna
but yeah,
do
yeah.
is I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna be very far with it to the point.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna
spray it
take-
out. You want to spray it either that way?
Spray that
Yeah,
way.
you don't want to spray into the painting. You don't maybe this way or that way. But what handed are you?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, yeah. So get comfortable with it. I mean, you can even practice on a box or whatever, and just give yourself a line just before you do it somewhere. See?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
get it.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And now you can just move your little cardboard along and get your little straight edge.
I don't really want to be straight as much as.
Oh, I know, but you see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like see.
No, I'll show you some cool little tricks now you're gonna like when I just show you something. Yeah.
This is perfect. Yeah, literally.
You know how sometimes people give like a little weird halo little thing?
Oh yeah. Hold
yeah.
on, let me
Yeah,
wipe
yeah,
this.
yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
wipe it
drip
on
the
there.
floor.
See, my problem is that I just wipe it on my shirt at home normally. So I'm trying to stay as clean as possible.
What do you do with graffiti and clothes you don't care about?
Yeah.
Okay. Use this edge.
All right. Yeah.
You got two freaking mics, dude.
Yeah. I'm double dope. All right.
Mic check.
So yeah. So let's say if you wanted to let me find a good spot here. Let's get the yellow.
Okay.
Actually, okay. Let's give yourself like a little line on this. Okay. So let's say you want to just give yourself like a little. You can just control it.
Damn. Crazy.
And then if you want to just give yourself like a quick little thing, you can actually just give yourself like a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we could have like brought the camera a little closer. Okay.
So I mean, you could. With this,
That-
you could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Again, it's.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do it, but people do it.
For sure. Okay.
Get back to that little yellow, and then you can do little highlights.
Clean.
So just put a little highlight. So you could actually do it here, like that.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around it. You see, I mean, you could give yourself perfect little lines, and if you want to, then you could follow. Everything depends on what you want to do, because I mean, I could just do by hand,
Yeah.
but you can actually give your hardware to give yourself some perfect little edges.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's clean.
go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead, you give it a try, man. This
Okay.
cardboard is fire, but
We gonna give it one last try, and then we gonna like give the audience like a real close up, you know, and just like let it dry.
Close of our messiness.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
for sure. Okay.
No, fire is going to be all the stuff we're going to do after it.
Honestly, like I think I just want this to be more full.
Go ahead, make it yellow. Yeah, I'll just show you how I did. I told my wife the ugly stage. When you
Yeah.
paint, there's always the ugly stage.
Mm-hmm.
So, never judge a painting by the moment you look at it. So when it's finished. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Never judge a painting by its ugly stage. So all my creators were getting frustrated with their paintings. Give it time. When I first started painting, like I would have to paint until I got so frustrated that I would just have to walk away, and then leave it alone until I had the willpower to try it again. And hey, you got me this far. I think this is good for now. I think this is a good stopping point.
All right.
You
Awesome.
feel me? If you could hold this microphone real quick.
I got you.
Oh. Check it out, guys.
Little messy, but it's our fade backgrounds and, messing with it a little bit.
I love it. Thank you, Sal.
No. Now all we got to do is put our spin after it, all our your Uzumaki
Yeah.
stuff.
My Uzumaki, and then like whatever you want to put on top, man. I'm just so interested, especially with your ability with the surrealism, the partial realism. I love it. So we're about to wrap up soon, but
Okay.
what we can do is kind of give like the people a little sneak peek. We don't got to say too much. Let's not explain the pieces, but let them see what we working on real quick. So,
Okay, all right.
you feel me? Let's have a seat. Let's get back to camera one. Let's get back to camera one that has been slightly, ever so slightly tilted. So, listen, we're going to look at this for like 5-10 seconds. This is what I'm working on. This might be the next piece that I drop. It might not. You feel me? Hold up.
It's not upside down. No, it's good.
Can y'all see it? Y'all can see it.
Yep.
Check it out. This is me. This is actually another collaboration that I have going on with this artist named Johan Napoli.
There you go.
Johanna, this has been so long overdue. I did not forget about it. I'm working on it. I promise you. I'm not good at drawing as well as she is. And that's the awesome thing about collaborating. You get to work with people who have strengths that are your weaknesses, right? And she's really good at portraits. She does speed drawing. She does caricatures. She's insanely underrated. And I'm very happy to be able to work with her. This might be titled Ignorance is Bliss. It might also be titled Ignorance is Not Bliss. Regardless, sometimes I be a little ignorant. And I feel like we all be a little ignorant to some things, man. And it's about identifying what we are ignorant to and deciding, are we going to take that blindfold off, or are we going to just continue to live in that? And that's kind of why I told you I was going to explain it, but I'm explaining it. I don't care. Listen, like the grading is so much less smooth than it usually is to kind of like emphasize that this person is not in the right space. This person is clearly me. I was not in the right space when I was making this. But yeah, this is a very experimental Uzumaki, and I'm looking forward to it being done. Ta-da. All right, that's enough.
Nah, it looks dope, man. I can't wait to see it done.
You like it?
Yeah, completely. Looks like a dollar bill, the middle emblem of a bill.
Yo, that's a fire concept that I'm writing down.
Because it looks like it could fit in there.
Yeah?
There's a part right there. That's the bill.
Yeah.
That's the bill right there.
Bro.
The Uzumaki bill.
I'm taking that idea.
Oh, that's for you, dude.
My guy.
That's collaborations.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're here to do, you know?
Collaboration of ideas. And if we have a little bit of time for you to just like show off what you're working on as well. You want to show them that painting?
This one, or yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, one thing is, everyone has these paintings that you don't finish, that they're tucked away, that you start, a few years ago, and then you pick them up and stuff. And I used to think, painting's not,
Show the people,
Oh,
man.
sorry. I was building it up.
Yeah, okay,
So,
my fault.
so this guy, I've actually been working on him for a while.
Yeah.
And it goes back to style. I haven't picked. I wasn't ready to make it right. Now that I think my skill level has gotten a little bit better on certain things, I'm gonna pick up this guy again.
Nice.
And now make it look more like wood and stuff. His name is Woodley D. Stuffing Pants.
Woodley D stuffing pants, y'all.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be made out of wood, a blockhead kind of dude.
Yeah.
But that's what I was supposed to work on, but I just got caught up with your painting and stuff. It was.
Yeah, and one of the
But this is
mottos
one
of
guy.
this show is whatever feels right in the moment. We always walk in with a plan, but sometimes you improv a better plan. And I feel like this has easily been a fantastic, successful episode of Art Therapy. And I am so happy to have you here, man.
Well, thank you very much, Jed. I mean, I was actually very nervous. I told you earlier, nervous coming out here, but I feel very comfortable. Always talking to you it's always a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
Excited to complete this piece here. And thanks for having me on here, man. I mean, I really appreciate it, and let's do more and continue collaborating.
Hell yeah, man.
See you at Thrive and all the other events that we're going to be doing, Basel or whatever it is.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Whatever may come, shall come. Whatever's destined to happen will happen. I want to say a special shout out to Miami Community Radio. Another special shout out to Vault Creative Studios 2025. We coming at you live, and we are not taking no prisoners. Look out for us. But I want to say thank you to each and everybody who tapped in, who signed in, and who decided to join us for a session of Art Therapy. Cue the music. That was something. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go.
Fire, bro.
Oh. I know he's coming in with the hug, man. Thank you.